Okay, everybody, welcome back to Hall's Custom Body and Paint. I finally got all the metal back in the quarter panel. Just wanted to show you that real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and strip some of this paint off and get some glass everywhere that we need it. And I also wanted to do a mic check because I got a new set of mics. So I guess if the volume doesn't turn out, you won't get to see this. All right, I'll bring you back in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm bringing you back just in time for a little bit of spot blasting. Now, I need to keep it kind of light because of this metal being old and a little bit on the thin side. So I'm going to hold my glove over it. I move back and forth kind of quick. It's basically, I just want to get as much rust out of the pits as I can prior to putting glass on. Hopefully you can see that this is cleaning up. I don't know how well that's going to show up on film, to be honest. It's funny because the things you think would show up really well usually don't. Things that you think, oh, I wonder if they can see that. I bet they can't see that. Those things seem to show up pretty easily. But messy part of the job, but if you don't do it, you're kind of begging for this stuff to come back. And we don't want that. So getting a little bit low on sands. It's way better than it was. That is way better. Okay. All right. Well, just wanted to show you guys that real quick. I am going to probably sweep up my mess again, and then I'll get some glass mixed up, and I suppose I might as well bring you guys back for that, huh? Just let me know in the comments what you guys enjoy seeing the most, I guess. And I'll try to do more of that. Almost done here. Alright. I think that pretty much will do it. So I'm gonna sweep up my mess that I made so quickly. Back off. And then I'll get the glass mixed up and I'll bring you guys back. That is not stopping the camera. All right, hold on a sec. All right, I've got my glass mixed up. And we're going to give this a whirl. Hopefully, this does not go too fast. I'm going to start with the flange work around here. Around the perimeter, I should say. Don't have to put this everywhere. But if you've ever rebuilt a wheel well flange, aside from being able to see plug welds or not being able to see plug welds, it's still steel. There's nothing wrong with using it on there. Wheel well flanges do not usually turn out the straightest or the greatest, but I always try to prep them the same way that I would do anything else to make them, you know, kind of sort of nice. Maybe that comes from having done lots of cars that, let me rephrase that. Cars that most people are going to expect to be showable. Maybe that's where that comes from. I don't know. My boss at Nickerson tried to teach me that regardless of what you're going to do with customers going to do with them, it's a matter of doing good quality. But always do good quality and it'll be, you know, easier in the long run, all that good stuff. But that's not always true. Sometimes it is. That was a little bit floppy. Like I said, I hope this stuff stays pliable for a while. Some of the spots on here, though, main reason I'm using it is because I did overlap some spots to put some strength back in this thing. Which means that obviously it's not the high spot on the overlap is whenever you overlap, it's going to leave it a little uneven. And if I'm doing a wheel well, I'm not going to try to grind welds down flat. Well, pretty much any welding on sheet metal, but I'm more conscious of it when I am doing wheel wells because, if your grinder gets away from you for a split second, you can actually go all the way or most of the way through the sheet metal. Unfortunately, it's not very thick, but that's another reason why I use glass on wheel wells, or I'm not afraid to. But if people tell you shouldn't, they've probably never done body work. So, or they're able to get the panels that they need to start with. And even if we could have bought a quarter and wheelhouse, you still got to use the stuff to blend high spots and low spots. And with the way the sheet metal has been warping on me, yeah, there's no way you're going to get away with grinding and welding only. I've heard about those guys. I have yet to actually meet one. Had lots of guys say, "Oh, I could do that." I've never seen evidence of it, but I'm not the best. I'm usually able to get stuff pretty straight. That's my main advantage. So let's set that guy right there. I don't know how that ended up on the floor. Wipe that off on the work jeans. Or I think it's starting to go already. That's not good. Try to get some on here. Yeah, it's starting to go. Somehow that figures. Well, I guess we're going to be done with that. Scrape it up. And then scrape that off because that's already going. See there? You just saw me botch up. It's not hard to screw up when you're doing this stuff, so. Alright, I'll give this stuff a few minutes to harden up or finishing, and then once I have my palette cleaned up, I'll make another batch. And obviously we're trying to grow the YouTube channel. Hopefully that will continue to go well. Not to, be a jerk or anything, but it's funny because last weekend when the cameraman was doing the editing, he went onto the analytic page and he said, "Hey Dad, do you have any idea what the percentage of people watching versus the people subscribing is?" And I said, "No, I haven't looked at it." And he said, "Only 20% of the people watching are actually subscribed." And at first I thought, man, that's great. We can, if those people do subscribe, we're going to be doing fantastic. And he goes, "But Dad, they're not subscribing." And I'm like, well, to some degree, I guess you're going to have that. And it's going to be one of those things that we just have to be patient about and try not to worry about, So anyway, if you haven't and you like it, please subscribe. We're gonna probably have this thing ready for primer in the next, I'm hoping the next week, because it's supposed to be in the 70s and 80s next week, or at least the 70s at any rate. And if we can manage to have him here with me, then I would really like to go ahead and do that live stream that we were going to do several weeks ago. We do have enough subscribers now that we're allowed to do that, so I thought that might be fun. And anyway. Let's see, I think probably should use this littler one. So part of this is rounded and part of it's pretty flat. But it's kind of at a weird angle. It's like a 45-degree angle, more or less. And it's just really difficult to figure out the best way of trying to lay that in there. Try to scrape off my paddle. I think that's the proper name. Not that it matters. And I'm just going to try this. Done it this way before and it worked okay. That was a long time ago. A different project. It's not terrible. And hold it at my mystery angle. So hopefully when I do go back and sand this, it won't be too wide in either direction. Hopefully that high edge is centered where it should be, but of course I'll probably have to remount it again, so it's just the way it goes, but I will be surprised if I don't. I think I have everything. I missed a little bit up there. I forgot about that. Obviously that splitter is not as strong as this one, but it feels like it's starting to go already. I felt like I gave that plenty of mix time. Maybe I didn't. Or mixed it lean is what I'm trying to say. And I just put my other hand in the other glass. Alright, there we go. I think that's going to have to be good enough. And then I'm going to take my big spreader, if I can pick it up. I'm going to spread some on here so that the little bits come off easier tomorrow. Because I am probably going to go get some dinner. And anyway, not the most exciting day, but I was excited to finally get done welding on this quarter. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. And I will see you guys. Well, I might not be working on it tomorrow, I'm not sure. So, alright. I'll bring you guys back next time I'm working on it.